So we got here a vase, right? And it's empty, right? Okay. Well, I want you to go from our server here and get a couple ornaments. Here, can you get some ornaments? What I want to do is I want to fill this vase with ornaments. Get some. There you go. Why don't you put them in there? Don't worry, they're plastic. Here, just put one, honey. We'll have somebody else go with it. There you put one. There you put one. You want to put one? All right. Oh, we are full. We can't get them all in, can we? Would you say, yeah, I don't know if there's any more room. I'm not sure if that one's going to stay. Oh, good catch. No, you just hold it. Okay, it's full, huh? I don't think there's any more room, don't you think? Well, let's see. Why don't you put those ornaments back in that basket there? Doesn't look like there's any more room, but watch this. Now we're going to add some. You just put it right back there, bud. Look at this. We don't think there's any more room, but I happen to have a bag of snow. It's fake snow. We don't have any snow around here at all yet. So watch this. Watch this. Okay, who wants to hold this? Okay, hold so everyone can see. You guys hold it. So we're going to fill it with snow here. I'm going to fill you guys with snow. You're going to get all full of it. There. Okay, let's put this in there too. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. There you go. We are filled. Would you say it's pretty full now, kids? Getting snow all on. Your parents are going to love this. You get home with that snow on. They're going to love that. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do you think? Yeah, all right. Look at that. Would you say there's any more room in there? What do you think? Maybe? Oh, a little more. Okay, let's put some more snow in there. Okay. So he's going. Oh Lord, we don't want a bad homily here. Okay, where is it? Right here? There. How's that? Okay. Now what would you say? Would you say it's pretty full now? What do you say? Okay, it's full. Okay, just there. Well, watch this. Look at that. You think there's no more room, and then, what are we going to do now? There we go. Look at this. It looks like it's full. There's no more room. But watch this. Oh, look at that. All that water just goes right in there. This whole thing. Look at that. It's making the snow soggy. You're right. There, look at that. You thought there was no more room, and we had all this other room in there. All right, kids, you can go back. Let's give them a hand. That was great. We thought that this was full, there's no more room, and sure, we could keep adding things. Now, the beauty of this Christmas Day, we hear that story, which we hear many, many times, you know it by heart, is that there was no room in the inn, but God comes anyway. Just when we're thinking we don't have any more space, what are we going to do? God is born. Now, for many of us, what happens in our own lives, we think, I just don't have room for God. I don't have any time. I mean, my schedule is so full. I've got this going on. I've got that going on. And God comes anyway. For a lot of people, they say, I want to get to church more, but we've got this going on, and then we're on traveling, and then we can't get there, and busyness comes all around us, and God comes anyway. Some people, they think, my family, we're just so closed off from that religion stuff. We just don't pray like we could, and God comes anyway. For a lot of people, when they hear about news, the news is filled with stories of tragedies and terrible things happening all over the world. But God comes anyway. God comes in the presence of people who step up and help out. Now, right now, there's many of you who do that. Because right downstairs, we have two families who don't have a home this week. We've turned our downstairs, which we do a couple times a year, into a shelter for them. And many of you have stepped up. You've provided meals for them. You're with them overnight. Because that's what we do. We become that presence of God for others. Just recently, we handed out gifts to people in the Princeton and Zimmerman area who were financially strapped. We helped 127 families, not only our church, area churches, but we kind of coordinated it here. And that helped out 545 people to receive a gift this Christmas time. Now, many times we think, oh, well, that's good, but how could God come in my life? Because I don't do things right. And many times we think, oh, you've got to be perfect. Or you've got to be open to God. You've got to have this spaciousness and go on a retreat and be prayerful for God to come. And that's exactly the opposite. It's when we feel crazy, busy, full. We don't know how we're going to get through the day. We're not sure how we're going to make it through the year. God comes. It's as if God says to you, I know sometimes you think like you're living in a stinky barn and you got to walk around doo-doo all the time. But God says, I am here for you. Even the times when you feel like you're out of control. You don't know how you're going to get through the day. It's as if God is saying, no, I want to be with you. Not just on Christmas, all through the year. It's as if God is saying, I will be here. In the beauty of a song, in the flicker of a candle, in the quiet of a night, in the laughter of a child. God says, I will be there with you and for you. And God comes not because we are good, but God comes because God is good. Are you far away from home this dark and lonely day? Tell me what best would help to ease your way. Someone to give directions for this unfamiliar role, or one who says, follow me and I will lead you home. One who says, follow me and I will lead you home. It gets even better. Because even when we think that our lives are full and there's no room for God, sometimes we think that there's no room for us in God's inn. You know, because we've got that attitude or we've got that habit, because we've said those things, or because society said, no, you don't belong here, or because of how you look or how you were created. And there's so many people that say, like, I'm just not worthy. Because I don't go to church a lot, or I don't know all the prayers. Let me tell you, you belong. There is room in God's inn for you. You belong here at this church. You belong here at this table. That is the miracle of Christmas. That God takes us exactly as we are. And that new life, that hopefulness is born in us again. No matter what you believe or what you don't believe, no matter what you have said or you haven't said, No matter who you are, you belong. Welcome home.
How beautiful, how precious, the Savior of old, to love so completely the loneliest soul. How gently, how tenderly, he says to one and all, child, you can follow me, and I will lead you home. Trust me and follow me, and I will lead you home. Be near me, Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay close by me forever. Love me, I pray, bless all thy dear children in thy tender care, and take us to heaven to live with thee there. Take us to heaven and live with thee there.
Welcome home.